we're going to go back to Mike Helgren. He's outside the mayor's house. Steve Silverman has just walked out of the house.
There's no purpose to it. I am not going to be here. Nothing is going to happen here. You will be informed of a time tomorrow afternoon at my downtown office, and I hope that you can give her that consideration.
Can you say whether a decision has been made?
Thank you.
Can you say whether a decision has been made?
All right, you just saw Steve Silverman. He is Mayor Pugh's attorney, walking away after making a statement. He said that there will be an announcement tomorrow about
afternoon, yep,
the future of Mayor Pugh. It has been, as we've been reporting, more than a month, and she has taken a leave of absence. She has pneumonia. We saw at that press conference the day as she was admitted out of the hospital, talking about her healthy Holly books and that really long press conference trying to explain her role in it.
Some sort of announcement tomorrow afternoon. I mean, there's going to be tons of speculation over what that will be. At his downtown office, again, her attorney refusing to take any questions as well, walking away from the podium as reporters were shouting stuff. Right. It will be interesting to see what happens here over the next 24 hours. You know,
calls have come from all sectors of our city and our state for Mayor Pugh to resign. We know that she took $800,000 for the Healthy Holly books. There's so many questions about whether all those books were printed. We now know that there is a state investigation, of course, a federal investigation. We saw the FBI raid her home, City Hall, and then issue subpoenas at her attorney's office
whole bunch
as
of
well.
developments for
We're going to go right now back to Mike Helgren with more on what Steve Silverman just announced. Mike?
He said that he's going to have a press conference tomorrow at his office downtown. He asked that people leave the mayor alone at this point. He said that press conference, he will reveal what Mayor Pugh's future plans are. Whether she'll resign, he's not saying, but he's going to reveal her future plans at a press conference tomorrow at his office in downtown Baltimore. He did not update her health or anything else. We do understand there's going to be a prayer vigil here tonight at her home. He was in the mayor's house, Steve Silverman was, for a little bit more than an hour this afternoon. He showed up. He said he might have something to tell the press, and then again came out and said that he would have a news conference about her future tomorrow at some point. So we will be awaiting that. We do not know at this point whether she will resign at that time. That's the latest from here on Element Road.
There's an individual that's standing on the corner that's
Mike, if you're still with us right now, one more time, can you just reiterate what Steve had said? The announcement coming tomorrow afternoon. I think he asked the media to respect her privacy until then.
He did. He said that he's not going to be here, so that he urged people not to be here outside of her home at this point. He said that any announcement is going to come from his office in downtown Baltimore, I believe on Charles Street. That's where his office is. He's been meeting with her several times. He wasn't here Monday or over the weekend, but he was here yesterday from 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock. He was here today, as we said, for roughly an hour. He was here last week. We don't know whether some kind of deal has been worked out. Right now, there are no criminal charges against Mayor Pugh.
And you know, Mike, it's interesting whether it will just be Steve Silverman making this announcement, or will Mayor Pugh be there for it? And what time is it at? What did he say?
He didn't say. He said he'd be in touch with the news organizations in the morning for an exact time. We don't know what the mayor's condition is at this point. He has not updated her health. Last week on Friday, he said she was not in any sort of mental or physical position to make a decision about her future. In fact, he said she wasn't lucid last week. He said she was suffering from bronchitis and pneumonia at that time and just wasn't well enough to make such a large decision, whatever it may be. Some have said she's hanging on to her job as a bargaining chip. We don't know if that is the case, but we do know that there's going to be some resolution about her future tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, Mike, thank you very much for that breaking new information. We'll continue to follow this story, but again, some sort of announcement tomorrow at her attorney's office downtown. Mike, thank you. We'll check back in with you.